Well, I'm making sheaths. I got a late start and I'm just not working very hard, and that's okay. Uh, this is Phil's. Phil wanted OD green. We had talked about OD green, and I messed up my one and only, my last piece of OD green. I left it in the oven too long and it curled up and bubbled and made a mess. So I had to clean the oven. Here's what happened. I got a phone call while I was putting the green in the oven, and it was UPS telling me that my machine that I ordered will be at their dock Tuesday and they can deliver it to me on an 18-wheeler with a lift gate because I paid extra for a lift gate. I thought they'd send a little bobtail truck down here with a lift gate on it, but no, it's a full size 18-wheeler. I said, well, there's no way you can get down here. So why don't I just come to your dock and pick it up? She said, yeah, we have people do that all the time. That's possible. So Tuesday, I got to go get my machine, which leads me up to what I've been thinking about. My drill press. My drill press is fine for drilling holes in stuff like Kydex. So I think I'm not going to get rid of my drill press. I think I'm going to move my drill press right here, so I don't have to keep going to my other shop to drill holes in my Kydex. And then I was thinking, see, right now I got to go back to my knife shop and drill these holes for Blake's second knife. That's his BC Special up there. And boy, this is Phil's. This come out. I really like how this came out. It's just tight enough. Tonight I will put the handle on the edge on this. Yep. So anyway, that's what I was thinking about. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. Here, let's go to the other shop. I got to go drill some holes anyway. So I'm going to move that drill press in here, right there. And, it's fine for drilling holes in Kydex. So there's where my drill press is, and that's where I plan on putting my mini mill, my mill drill, mini mill. They call them both. So I don't know if this is enough room for the table to slide back and forth and for me to get my hands in and crank it. I mean, I have like 3 inches I could move this over, or I could move this on top of this, or the bench that I had where this was, that's right up here. I could move my oven into my Kydex room. That's the only reason I have it here now. I can move that back in there and give that mill drill its own bench, and I could put that where that is. I got plenty of room in here. It's just I don't want to be cramped when I'm working on the mill drill. And I really don't like blacking my windows because I like natural light coming in here. So I'll figure it out. But I have options. And Tuesday I will have to go and pick up my machine at the loading dock. Which, I got a long story about my truck. I'll tell you that. Yeah, my Ford broke. Speedometer, RPM. Temperature, AC, all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure. I'll have to check my security cam footage, but I'm pretty sure Ricky Wallace drove up here and did some kind of sabotage. He's an anti-Fordite. Yeah, driving home the other day, and all of a sudden the AC just went out, and I didn't realize it, but my speedometer went out, and I didn't realize it because I just had my pupils dilated at the eye doctor, and I could barely see the road. I couldn't see my gauges. My wife, she wanted to drive, but by God, I'm the man. I'll drive, regardless of whether we run into fire hydrants and phone poles. Anyway, so I got to figure out what's wrong with that. I found the fuse that blew. I put a new fuse in, and that fuse immediately blew, and I saw a spark. So somewhere behind the dashboard is a short. And I got a feeling it's probably behind the dashboard where all the controls for the fan and the AC and all that is. The reason I think that is because my wife was in the process turning the fan either up or down when it blew. So I may have a bad switch that's just shorting everything else out. I don't know. What I'm going to do is take it apart and unplug that module and replace the fuse and see if my other stuff comes back. If it does, then I probably got a bad module or maybe even a bad terminal or something. I'll figure it out. So that's a whole lot that you didn't need to know about me going to get my... So I'm going to drive the truck over there with no speedometer, no RPM gauge. I just have to, when people flip me the bird, I'll know I'm going too slow. When the police pull me over, I'll know I'm going too fast. All right. It is like Christmas in June, July. Yeah, this is July. Christmas in July. My wife went and got the mail today. I'm in here. Oh, hello, baby. I haven't seen you all morning. I'm sorry I locked you in the house. I know. I haven't seen you in hours. Just a minute. I'll pick you up in just a minute. So I come out here to sharpen my two neck knives. There's one, and there's Phil's. I'm going to put the edge on them, and they will be ready to be shipped. So, my wife brought the mail down to me. And Cab Trooper sent me this. Thank you very much. That's going to go in my man cave, and I will work on my guns on that. Thank you, Cab Trooper. Thank you very much. God bless America. And then, I got another little something in the mail. Homestead Handyman sent me this because I seem to have so many problems with dumbasses, whether they be city workers or postal workers, and now the garbage man is piled on. So I've just had my fill, and I tend to stay back here way down behind my gate, down the hill. Nobody can see me down here, and I hide from these folks here. There's a whole tribe of them. They all know each other, and they're related too, I think. Anyway, they work for the same dumbass union. They have a union. Anyway, thank you, Don. I appreciate it very much. Homestead Handyman. And I'll tell you what, our logo looks very, very similar. I have new stickers, and I have one. Mine is similar to yours, except inside mine it says BC Blades. And I will send you one of them too. Knife making and coffee make me happy. Thanks, Don. And Cab Trooper Munoz, Homestead Handyman, thank you very much. Sometimes I struggle with just how sharp to make a knife. And I was cleaning the last few drops of oil off the edge, and I just barely nicked myself. It's sharp enough. Well, I tell you, when y'all put these back in the neck knife sheaths, be careful. Be careful putting them in and taking them out, because I do sharpen them up pretty good. And if you're not careful, you can cut a finger off. I didn't even think I was close to it, and that happened. There we go. Boy, these hands. Okay, one more knife, and then back to the leather shop to make leather sheaths. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Don. I really appreciate it. It just goes perfect. And all this time, I thought you were American. I did not know you were from another country. Frigili. Do you have your own language? Is there a Frigilian language, or do you speak English over there? Thanks again. And thank you, Cab Trooper. Well, there's my deer again. Right there. And she's looking at me. Well, now she's gone back to eating acorns or whatever they're eating during the day. she can see me in here because I got all my lights on. This must be her stomping grounds because she's there all the time. There's where she's at is just kind of a ridge, and over the other side, there she goes again. Let me zoom in on her. You can't see her. There's ponds over there. There's plenty to eat, and she pretty much knows that fence down here is as far as my dogs can go. They have barked at her a time or two, and she has taken off running, but I don't think she's too terribly concerned about my dogs. All right, I have got 2 Kydex sheaths made, and I have to let this dry at least a couple hours. I have the other 3 sheaths, the dinner skinners, cut out, all their pieces cut out. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to come back in about 2 hours and take these clamps off. The reason I do that is because otherwise it leaves impressions in the leather that I don't want. So, there's one of Blake's. Here is Phil's. I'm going to actually ship Phil's. I'm going to box it up tonight. I got the edge on it. So, I will go ship this tomorrow. Because the other one, I have to wait till I get the sheath made for Blake's other one. So probably, let's see, tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, Monday I'll be able to ship all these Monday. I'll have the edges on them, and I will be shipping them Monday. Okay, I'm calling it a day. It's only about, probably 1:30 or so. See you tomorrow.